Hello, angels. This is Miss Quiet Queen. Thank you for coming back. Well, this is a long-awaited video on how do you turn negative energy into positive energy. Let me start off with a story. Okay. When I was a little girl, about 9 years old, 4th grade, I used to always go to church by myself. I used to wake my mother up to get me ready for Sunday school. And I would go to my Sunday school. And one day, I went to Sunday school and I was crying. And my Sunday school teacher, Sister Stevens, I would never forget her. She picked me up and took me to the corner and she said, "Dear child, what's wrong with you? You gonna tell me what's wrong with you?" And I was crying, and you know how kids go. And I said I didn't want to go to school the next day because the kids always picked on me. And I used to get picked on all the time when I was younger. Every grade when I was in grade school, almost through high school. Till I got to the 11th grade, I didn't take it no more. But I said the kids would pick on me. And she said, "Well, what they say?" And I said they would call me names because I was real skinny. They would call me names. They would pull the chair out from underneath me when I go to sit down. They would take my lunch money. They would talk about my shoes and stuff. And she said, "Well, I can tell you how you can stop them from talking about you." I said, "I tried everything. I tried to be their friend. I tried to talking to them. I tried telling other teachers, and the teachers didn't care. They had too much to worry about. When somebody's talking about you, they don't care." So I asked her, "How can I stop this?" And she said, "When they look at your shoes and they say something about your shoes, then you go, yeah, they are some funny looking shoes, aren't they?" You know, so in other words, talk about yourself, she said. Don't put yourself down, don't degrade yourself. But she said, talk about you in a lighthearted way and laugh. "Yeah, I do got a funny little dent right here, don't I? Yeah, that's funny." You know. And I looked at her like, this is not going to work. You know, but I was willing to try anything. So I went to school for that whole week, and they talked about me because they did it every day. And I did. I laughed, and it hurt me, y'all. I'm telling you, it hurt. In the beginning, it's hard to do this. It did hurt. But I didn't want them to see me cry anymore. So I would laugh, or I would sing something, or just start acting silly. And you know what? I went back to Sunday school the following Sunday, and I told Sister Stevens it worked. They were disappointed that I was taking such a positive approach to it. In other words, angels, nobody wants to talk about you if you're going to talk about you. Nobody wants to put your business out there if you do it first. I'm from Detroit, and Eminem, the rapper, is also from Detroit, and we used to see him a great deal. My brother-in-law used to work with him in his restaurant that he used to work at, and they used to talk about him all the time. "You ain't gonna be no rapper, you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that." They used to say things about him, and he would say it on himself. He would talk about his mother first. He would talk about his trailer park first. He would say things first. And he even put it into the movie that he was in. He did it first. So when the rapper wanted to talk about him and just say all his business, he couldn't say anything. He was defeated because he put himself out there. So if I talk about me, or if you talk about yourself, or you laugh at yourself, what they're going to do? You take the joy away. Misery loves company. So that's one way of turning positive energy from negative energy. Just talk about yourself, you know, and smile. Another thing that I went through years ago, I used to work with some jealous females. I don't know why women would get jealous of me. I don't think I'm all that. I know I'm not a bad looking person. I'm articulate. I'm never ghetto. I used to have a banging body. Maybe that was part of it. But it seemed like every job I go to, somebody will automatically not like me. And the first time them looking at me, automatically, they're real hateful acting. They just don't like me. And I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. Somebody nodding their head like, jealous. Don't y'all get what I'm saying? Haters, man. Haters. It's all on YouTube. Haters. They hate on you for no reason. Why is your life so upsetting when you got to be angry at everybody? So, what I did with this person is, and this is what I taught my children. At first, my kids thought I was crazy when I said this. I said, if you got somebody that is constantly talking about you and putting you down and, making you feel bad, and once you realize that you have exhausted all avenues to make your friendship work with this person, once I tried to exhaust all avenues to have a healthy working relationship with these women, and they were still acting like bitches, like they like me on Monday but don't like me on Tuesday, hate me on Wednesday and Thursday, and Friday we cool. And after me going through that back and forth for months, I finally had my enough. Okay? I was done. And when you're done, when you had your enough of a person who is being negative towards you, I don't give a damn who it is. You have to, listen carefully, eliminate them from your world. Now, I'm not saying go and be physical with anybody. Don't break the law. Don't commit a crime. That's not what Queen is saying. When I say assassinate them from your world, we all are responsible for our own world. Okay? You, in your head, in your mind, get rid of them. Don't get rid of them physically. Don't put your hands on anybody unless they put their hands on you. Then you could defend yourself. But I'm not saying that. That's not what I did. I didn't physically put my hands on anybody. But in my mind, I assassinated them. Once I decided I had my enough and I didn't want to be bothered anymore, and I was so tired, and I know I've done everything I could, and I know I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend, a loyal friend, an honest friend. And if I say I got your back, Angel, I truly got your back. I am that type of person. I have you. I got you. But if I feel like you're going to throw me under the bus, and I had enough of you throwing me under the bus, and I had enough of you dogging me, and these women would lie on me because guys were interested, and they would lie and they would spread rumors, ugly, nasty rumors. I said, okay, I'm done. So I would get rid of them from my mind. In my head, in my world, they were eliminated. Once you decided that you want to eliminate this person from your world, you can't go back. It's like they are truly dead to you. You have to use your imagination and act as if they are physically no longer exist. They don't exist in your world. You have to get rid of them. By that I mean this. When they speak, don't speak back. If they crack a joke, I don't give a damn how funny it is, don't laugh. If they walk into the room, walk out. If you can't walk out, if you're in a meeting or you're in class or you're over somebody's house, then just ignore them. If you're in a position where you have, say if it's your boss or your teacher or something, and they asking you something that is non-related to work or school, then you have to answer, one word answers if you can help it. If you have to say more than one word, don't let it be longer than 5 words. Don't look at them directly. Don't talk about them to other people, and don't let other people talk about them to you. If somebody brings up that person's name, you change the subject. Do not say their name. Do not describe them. Don't talk about them. Don't gossip. If somebody is sitting at the table with you and they start talking about them, you get up and leave, or you just don't get involved in the conversation. If they come and sit at the table, you get your ass up and you walk away. This is what I told my children, and this is what I did, and it works. Let me tell you something about negative people, angels. Negative people hate to be ignored. Because like I said, misery loves company. If you're not angry or upset, or they don't see that they're making you upset and angry and got you all riled up and you yelling back and forth, they're not happy. If you're ignoring them and you assassinate them from your world, that burns them up. I know it seems so simple that it won't work, but I'm telling you, try it. And once you eliminate that person from your world, you cannot resurrect them, because they're going to bring more trauma to you. I've done it before. Learn from my mistake, because I knew someone that did not like me, and once I ignored her and she started being nice, and I said, okay, she'll be cool. She started right back acting like a bitch again. And then what does that do? That upsets you. That riles you up. That gets you angry. I hate when people say, fight fire with fire. No, you can't fight fire with fire. Evil begets evil. How are you going to fight fire with fire? When you fight fire with fire, you're creating what? More fire. What you need to do to fight fire is put the fire out with what? Water. Shade. Shade, but no shade. Yeah. That's how you fight it. You fight negative energy with positive energy. Unlike, what's the saying? Opposites attract, but alike repels, or something like that. You have to put out the negativity by putting up positive energy. My grandmothers used to say, you condemn a dirty glass of water by putting up a clean glass of water. There's a whole lot of parables and cliches we can get into, but y'all get the picture. Don't let anybody rain on your parade by constantly dumping garbage in your head. I did a video on how to raise your frequency, and one of the things I said that you do that is very contagious, which you're doing it right now, smile. When you smile, it is contagious, and it's easier to think positively when you're smiling. So let me tell you something else that I just recently, I'm currently going through on YouTube. There are some negative people on YouTube right now. Some of you may have seen some of the comments. Somebody said that I'm annoying. Another person called me a she-devil. Someone else said that I'm ignorant. There's a whole bunch of negative things that people say about me. And sometimes I'll block them. Sometimes I won't. But I don't want anybody to think or feel sorry for me. Oh, they said this about Queen. I don't care anymore. Let me tell you what I do. When I see these negative energies, I decided that I'm going to turn them into positive energy and bring it into myself. So when I read, she is annoying, immediately I smile. You thought enough about me to say something negative. There's something about me, because I know I'm not a bad person. I have nothing but love for people. So there's something wrong with you that when you look at my videos and you want to say something negative, you're an evil person. You're a negative person. You have issues. So when I look at that, immediately I smile, or I'll sing something, or I'll just immediately pray, oh, precious, you're upset. And I'll smile at that comment. And I would imagine when I see the comment, I turn it into a big black ball. And then I'll stare at that comment and imagine white light of love until that big black ball of negativity turns a phosphorescent gold full of love and energy, and then I inhale it. I engulf it. I immediately turn to my heart chakra and I feel love and energy. Someone recently posted a comment about I think the one video I did about the Photon Belt, and people were saying, you guys actually believe this? How can people be so stupid and believe you and all this? And I'm just looking at it, and then that person said, you probably will block me. I usually don't comment anymore, but this time I commented. I said, no, I'm not going to block you because you're helping me. You know, so believe whatever you want to believe. If you're trying to make me negative and get me upset and get me off my game, it's not going to work. I control Queen. You don't control me. So let me tell you something, angels. You can't bet on anybody in this world. I don't care if it's your best friend, your mother, your father, your lover, whoever it is. But there is one person you can bet on for sure, and that's yourself. That's why I don't do drugs. Because if you do drugs, you can't control yourself. You get all sloppy drunk. How am I going to control myself or what I do and say if I'm all sloppy drunk? The liquor is in control of me. You see what I'm saying? The drugs are in control. I don't want that. I want to be in control of me. If you let negative energies the same way, if you let people say something negative about you, there and you getting all upset. Don't be talking about my mama. You can talk about my mama. I don't care. I know who my mother is. My mother's passed on, yes. And people get upset. Don't talk about her because she's passed away. No. You can say whatever you want. Let people say whatever they want. You take those negative words and you use the magic of your mind and the power that's within you, that power that is invested in you, that was given to you by the Supreme Consciousness. And you turn it into positive energy. My daddy used to tell me, joy is a gift from God. It's your gift from God. How can anybody take your joy from you unless you give it to them? How can anybody make you stress out unless you allow them to stress you out? So I know that there are a few young kids that watch my channel. When you're in school, when people laugh back. Whatever. Life is too short. Don't let anybody stress you out with all that negative stuff. I'm done with it. Y'all, I'm almost 50 years old. Did I tell y'all? I am too damn old to be letting somebody upset me and I'm going to type back and then they going to type something back and I type something. Stop all that. I'm tired of seeing on different channels people going at it back and forth, back and forth. Evil begets evil. You act evil to somebody who is being evil to you, you are not doing nothing but creating more evil. And that's exactly what secret societies want. That's exactly what the New World Order wants. They want us to be evil and negative to one another so that they can continue to control. You don't want that. Fight evilness and negativity with love. Just with love. Now, I'm not saying, now, let me tell you something about Martin Luther King. Love the brother and what his intentions were. He had good intentions. He's a strong man, loved him. But I will never, ever physically turn the other cheek. Spiritually, yes. Emotionally, yes. Because you're not going to control me spiritually, emotionally. However, at the same time, you're not going to walk up on me and hit me and expect for me to turn around and not hit you back. I don't believe in that. That's taking it to the extreme. Okay, because y'all know I'm from Detroit. We're going to straight up buck in the street. Okay? I don't care. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on anybody I love. And don't put your hands on my friends. If you're my friend and somebody is hurting you, I got you. We're not going to go for that physical stuff. We're not going to do that. That's not what I'm talking about. If somebody's trying to hurt you, you have the right to defend yourself. That's how that guy so-called got away with killing Trayvon Martin. They said it's the law. He felt that he was defending himself. But anyway, that's a horse of a different color right there. But I just wanted to let y'all know how to change negative energy into positive energy, and we need to do that as a people. So on the 21st of every month, we're going to be praying to change all the negativity that's out there in our world and how people are mistreating Mother Earth and turning it into a positive energy. Well, my granddaughter is coming, so that means I need to close this video down because I don't want y'all to be distracted. So say hi to everybody. Say hi to my angels. Say hi. Y'all say hi. She saw Santa Claus today. She cried. But anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for listening, angels. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And rate and subscribe. And share this video. All right? So, until next time, stay in the light. Bye-bye.